Hello and welcome to another of my board game thoughts, this time about Warhammer Invasion. And if I didn't make it perfectly clear in the description of this video, I love this game. And if the amount of cards on the table didn't give it away, I love this game. I played it twice, and after that I felt so much in love with the game I just went out and bought everything I could possibly find. So you can start buying this box and get into the game quite quickly with one of your friends. It's only for 2 players, it's a dual game, and it's actually quite a good box. It's got 220 cards, something roughly, and it's got 4 factions in there, and you can immediately start playing without one of the players feeling as if he has the upper hand, because it's pretty well balanced. And you probably want to buy some more expansions once you play this one. So let's do a little expansion guide. You see, basic game gives you 4 factions. Whoopsie daisy, that was these 4. If you buy Assault on Yulthuan, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, you get 2 Elven factions as well. If you buy the Hidden Kingdoms expansion, you get another 4. The 4 neutral factions become their own kingdom with their own card kingdoms. And if you buy this one, Cataclysm expansion, you are able to play up to 4 players. So that expands the game from 2 to 3 or 4 players. Now, a little rant about the expansion. I love the game, but Fantasy Flight, you can do better than this. The Hidden Kingdom expansion, as I said, expands the neutral factions. They get their own kingdom. Some of them are different from the regular ones. Normally you have the 3-1 in the quest. And things like the Skaven unit, they've got a 2-2 in their kingdom. And in the rules, it also states you have 2 in both your kingdom and your quest zones. Yes, I noticed that on my card. Lower the cost of the first Skaven unit you play into your battlefield each turn by 1. So each turn, the first Skaven unit you play is reduced by 1 of these. Honestly, Fantasy Flight, you could have given us these normal kingdom capital, these for Skaven, and you didn't even print on them. Well, I can probably remember that I need to reduce my cost, but this, honestly, that's not good enough. Anyhow, the game is still brilliant. Oh, also forgot to mention, another way to expand your game is by these little packs. They are filled with 60 cards of 20 different never before seen cards. So 3 of each 20 never before seen cards are in these boxes. Might want to get a few of those as well. Warhammer Invasion is a pretty simple game. I'm gonna quickly try to explain these simple rules in this game. You've got 7 cards in your hand, so say it's your turn. You draw the amount of resources in your kingdom side. You draw the amount of cards on your quest side, shown by these red symbols, and you can attack with the amount of units you have up here. So, here comes the tough decisions. You only gain 3 each round, initially. If I place this unit here, he's got 2 little red symbols, so next turn, if he's still alive, I'm going to draw 5 resources. But I could have put him here. And if I did that, I would draw 3 cards next time. But if I did put him here, I would have 2 attack right here that I could use to burn my opponent's 3 sides. Once 2 of these sides are burning, when they've got the over the amount of damage they can take, they burn. 2 burning, you win. That's really all there is to it. And then there's a lot of things on these little cards that make the game pretty goddamn interesting. Some units can only be placed on the battlefield. That's a pretty easy choice, right? Well, not really, because you could also place it like this. You can never use it again, but now you've got 1 extra life in this zone. Now this game is filled with some tough decisions. Where should I place this card? I might need the extra cards that I can draw here, and I need the extra resources, and I might need this one as a fighter. Sometimes you don't even have a choice because you need to place it up here, but most of the time you do. And that's where all the fun comes in. All the tough decisions you take each round with this game. Where should I place my units? Should I attack? Which zone should I attack? my opponent is open in this zone, but he's only missing 3 damages in this zone, and then I'm gonna win this zone. But right now, the best thing might be to attack this top zone, because that's also free, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. And then there's the magic side to it, because you can throw some counters, so you can counter what your opponent is doing, and you never really know, is my opponent hiding his resources for something he can do to destroy me the next round? Is he not? There's always this kind of juggle between spending and saving and wanting to do that and not being able to do that, and so forth and so forth. And this game does this excellent, and that is why I love it. Alright, if the card anatomy didn't make any sense, I've set up a test round here. I'll show you just a basic overview of a turn. Now let's assume this is my side and this is my opponent's side, and we are well into play. His side here is almost burned. I've taken some damage, but it's not that bad. First thing I do, I need to boost my hand, so I draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, the amount of reds on the quest side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I take the resources, the amount of reds on the kingdom side, and that's 6. Got these right here. Now I know I got some great cards because I kind of cheated a bit, so I know what my tactic is gonna be. Now out of all these cards, I need to spend my resources well, so I'm gonna choose this. The unit in play with the lowest printed cost must be sacrificed. You choose which unit in case of a tie. Now I know that my opponent on this side has 2 developments and 1 unit, and this is the lowest costing unit in play, so I'm gonna play this one. Where did it go? Here we go. It's got a cost of 2 and a loyalty of 1. Gonna pay the price of 2, and the lowest unit cost is sacrifice, and that's this one. So, goodbye he goes. Now his side is completely open. I can choose to attack this side, but first I need something to attack with. So I'm gonna choose this one. I'm gonna play this one as a development. Now a development is free and it gives your zone an extra life. I'm gonna do this, and the reason I'm doing this is because I have this one. Turn one target unit, one target development face up. If it's a unit, leave it in play and sacrifice it at the end of the turn. Now I'm gonna play this. It has a cost of 1. Turning this one around, giving me a unit to attack with. This turn I need to sacrifice it, so it was probably not that great, but I can burn his zone, so it's worth it. I'm gonna play this one as well. This unit gains an extra attack if you have no developments in the zone, which I no longer have, so I'm gonna do that. I have no more resources left. I'm gonna attack his side, which is completely open, giving it 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, which is enough. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and it's got an extra 2 life. That's 10 life. So on the 11th, I burned the zone, which is enough. 4, that's 13. So I burned this zone, and I'm well on the way to defeat my opponent. Now I could have left some resources over here to, just in case when my opponent attacks, when it hits turn, I can play a lot of actions, and he could have played a lot of actions when I was attacking him, but just for the case of this showing, let's assume he just didn't, and I won and burned his zone. Hope that clears it up a little bit. Warhammer Invasion came out in 2009, and it was probably one of the first LCGs that Fantasy Flight made, and it's a wonderful game. If I didn't say it enough, it's really, really great. It's a fun duel game, and yes, there is some power creep involved in the game. When you get this much cards, as I have, you're able to build a pretty strong deck. But, in order to get around that, you should deck build with your friends. Bring a friend around who enjoys the game just as much as you do. Use these special deck building rules for the game, and the deck building becomes a game in itself, and it's fun to deck build and fun to see who did the best, who made the best deck, and well, just continue playing with that and tweaking and patching and so forth, and you're gonna have a wonderful time in this awesome dual fast-paced game. I mean, I really, really love this. I hope my board game video about this game showed a little bit about why this game is so great. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's something I didn't mention that I should have mentioned, please leave it in the comment and I will try to explain as best as I can or correct any mistakes I might have made. Go out and find it. It's amazing. See you next time. Bye.